Think and Grow Rich has inspired millions of people all over the world to incredible success, and it can do the same for you. Steel tycoon Andrew Carnegie was one of the first to recognize the value of organizing and promoting specific techniques for individual achievement. And he invited a young man named Napoleon Hill to do just that. Hill answered positively with amazing results.
When Mr. Carnegie sold me on organizing this philosophy, he said, I'm going to give away my money before I die as fast as I can find ways and means of giving it away without doing damage. But he said, by far the greatest part of my riches I am entrusting to you to take to the people of the world in the form of the know-how through which I gain my money. And he said, if you carry through the trust and perfect your job, as I sincerely believe you will, you'll live to see the time when you're far and away richer than I am, and when you will have made many more successful men than I have ever made. And ladies and gentlemen, when Mr. Carnegie made that statement, it was just too much for me to swallow. I have already made thousands of times more successful men than Mr. Carnegie ever had. Thousands of times, and I'm still in the process of making.
With this Nightingale Conant audio program, you can write your own success story if you listen and apply the techniques you're about to learn. The classic Think and Grow Rich was the first practical philosophy of achievement ever assembled. When it was first published in book form in 1937, it shot to the top of bestseller lists and remains today the Bible for people who want to fulfill themselves and their dreams. This landmark book is presented nearly word for word in the 6 cassettes you're about to hear. Some of the language may seem rather formal for our times, but the information it imparts is as valuable today as it was when it was first released. You'll learn the 13 steps to take to gain riches, both financial and otherwise. You'll discover the starting point of all achievement, how to harness the power of autosuggestion, where the workshop of your mind is housed, and how you can persist in the face of any discouragement. Born into poverty and losing his mother when he was just a child, Napoleon Hill knew all about discouragement. But he triumphed to share this formula for success with people all over the world, a formula that he distilled from the experiences of 500 of the most successful men in the world. You'll hear from him personally in recordings made of his lectures. The rest of his material will be narrated by Joe Slattery. So let's make the first move on the road to riches. We'll begin with some highlights from the publisher's preface.
The riches within your grasp cannot always be measured in money. There are great riches in lasting friendships, harmonious family relationships, sympathy and understanding between business associates, an inner harmony which brings peace of mind measurable only in spiritual values. The philosophy of Think and Grow Rich will prepare you to attract and enjoy these higher estates which always have been and always will be denied to all except those who are ready for them.
Everyone desires to be rich, but not everyone knows what constitutes enduring riches. And most people believe riches to consist only in material things that money can buy. Now here is a list of the 12 things which constitute real riches. Number 1, a positive mental attitude. Observe that it heads the list. And second, sound physical health. And third, harmony in human relations. And fourth, freedom from fear. And fifth, the hope of future achievement. And sixth, the capacity for applied faith. And 7, willingness to share one's blessings with others. 8, to be engaged in a labor of love. 9, an open mind on all subjects toward all people. 10, complete self-discipline. 11, wisdom with which to understand people. And 12, financial security. Observe, if you will, with great benefit, the fact that money comes at the end of the list of the 12 things that make men rich.
Be prepared when you begin to put the philosophy of Think and Grow Rich into action for a changed life which will not only ease the trials and stresses of living, but will also prepare you for the accumulation of material riches in abundance.
A word from the author.
In every chapter of this book, mention has been made of the money-making secret which has made fortunes for hundreds of exceedingly wealthy men whom I have carefully analyzed over a long period of years. In the chapter on faith, you will read the astounding story of the organization of the giant United States Steel Corporation, as it was conceived and carried out by one of the young men through whom Mr. Carnegie proved that his formula will work for all who are ready for it. This single application of the secret by Charles M. Schwab made him a huge fortune in both money and opportunity. Roughly speaking, this particular application of the formula was worth $600 million. These facts, and they are facts well known to almost everyone who knew Mr. Carnegie, give you a fair idea of what the reading of this book may bring to you, provided you know what it is that you